So in the last episode, you saw us tour the boat that we thought we were going to buy, along with a few others that caught our eye. But like we mentioned, something just didn't sit right after spending time on the isla. And then shortly after we got home, the market took a serious hit, which started cutting deep into our project budget. We called Fontaine Pajot, asked for our deposit back, which they did, return that. We canceled our contract, and honestly, it felt, at the time, like a major setback to our 7-year plan. The market recovered, and for months after that, there was this one boat, one we toured at the 2022 Annapolis boat show that I just could not stop thinking about. So Lisa and I went back, and sure enough, we had footage of us touring the boat, and I remembered exactly why we really liked this one. So we called Leopard, and we got in touch with a guy named Doug, and we made plans to head back to Annapolis. And that's where we start this part of the story. So we bought a boat again.
We did.
We have a fairly significant boat problem at this point. So let's show the boat here real quick. This is an East Marine. What was the model again? 320, 11 foot with a Tohatsu 20 horse on it. She's got a console and a seating area. She's got battery cutoff. It's the only boat on the market, only dinghy on the market with a fuel water separator. And yeah, room for probably 4 comfy, up to 6 people. This will be going on the Leopard.
Show the steps.
This is one of the main reasons why we decided on this dinghy, because they have these awesome rear steps. If you want to take, so what you do is, if you're in the water, this is the water line. You put your knee here, put your hand there, reach out there, and up into the boat you go. Oh, and she has a built-in stereo, as you can see. So what do you think, Lisa? You like our new boat?
I do. I think it's amazing. This is exactly what we're looking for.
We keep buying boats.
Yeah.
Anyway, this boat is made by East Marine. When you buy a boat from East Marine, you're actually dealing with the family.
Hello, everybody.
It's a family-run operation, and you guys have been making these for 3 years now?
3 years now.
Yeah,
650 boats.
650
Just over
of these
650 boats manufactured from West Palm Beach, Florida.
All aluminum base. All of our tenders are all aluminum base, and we do an affordable price, and you get a great package.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate the business.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty light. Yeah, or the.
We actually went to Highfield first, fully intending to buy one of these, but Highfield wouldn't even talk to us once they found out we needed a boat in Florida. By the way, that's Ben and Ashley from Sailing Nahoa in the background. You'll get to see them later in this episode. So what do you think, Lisa?
Well, it's been really fun. First day getting on the Leopard 42, and then just imagining what ours will look like. And spent a lot of time on that, looking at it, and then going over to Cruise Abaco and hanging out with them for a while, and looking for a dinghy, and not really impressed with the other companies there, but ran into our dream dinghy, I guess you could say.
Yeah, dream dinghy.
Yeah. So we have found Firefly.
Firefly is found.
Yep.
Other than closing the deal and delivery dates for Serenity and exploring this beautiful city, we had 4 missions for this trip. Find a dinghy? Check. Measure for decals? Check. Get things officially settled with Cruise Abaco? We actually didn't film any of that. Sorry. And networking. Lots of networking. We figured the best way to do that was to go to a bunch of the Patreon meetups, award ceremonies, and events that were scheduled. are tons of potential future charter guests at these events. Plus, we really kind of wanted to meet some of the people who we had learned so much from.
All right, we're at Sailing Ruby Rose Patron Meetup event.
Yeah, and so we got to meet Teresa
And Nick.
Nick. That was really cool.
It was. They came up to us. We couldn't get in to see them because
Yeah.
they were just
So they
mobbed with people, and so
They came to our
there was a
table.
bit of a light there. Yeah, came to our table and said hi to us, and that was super, super awesome. Ruby Rose.
Hanging out on the adventure cruise.
I would actually prefer to do the tours. Like that would be my preference. But there's not any.
It's embarrassingly low. It stopped rising. We just got it.
And there's the boat show. What a great view. This is Mooring Ball 22. Right outside of the Annapolis boat show.
I haven't done any lights yet. I'm doing trail lights.
It's been raining today.
Yes, I got this little
We call porter dogs. Yeah, porter dogs. Our dogs. And it goes backpack, so it's perfect. You can
Can't take a video of the boat without taking a picture of all the people.
Yeah.
So hopefully nobody gets mad at me filming. But
It's cold. I don't want to put them in there.
watching the drawbridge go down here, walking over to a Patreon event. Go see Calico Skies and then Spirit Animal.
Yeah, we just got finished with a Patreon meetup on the adventure cruise. Got a couple of pictures, we'll post those as well. Yeah, that was really fun hanging out with Emily and Cole.
Yeah, it was
And
so neat meeting the salt of the earth people. I know I keep saying that, but
They're
man,
so great.
such awesome people and a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Let us come on their boat / home,
Yeah.
which is right out there, by the way.
Had champagne and bagels and donuts.
Yeah,
and
they fed us. They fed it. We're, super
was-
appreciative.
yeah, it was great.
Yeah, a lot of fun. But now, more walking, and I guess the drawbridge is maybe going back up again. Oh, they've still got the signs down and stuff. But that boat right there just went through it. Ah, here we go. Super fun. Having a super good time here at Calico Skies Patreon meetup.
I don't know.
Grace.
Life just comes at you so fast.
Background somewhere. There he is. There's Bill. Right there. Nice shot. Lisa in the foreground. Bill in the background.
And I was out there with the PowerPoint, telling them guys.
Yeah, we got here early. So,
Spirit Animal Patron Meetup.
Turn around.
Things like that.
I think if you just face away from each other.
Who can stand underwater the longest? Well, we're at a tie right now, actually.
Yes,
3 minutes and 46 seconds.
Whoa!
How deep did you dive? Oh. 3 dives. Oh, he beat me by 1 foot. Okay. 115 and, 2 feet. 113, 115.
Impressive.
Hungover, yeah. Don't recommend.
Who's more pleasant when they get up?
Okay, time out. Tasha, I don't know if you know, she's just a ball of energy. And I compare her to like a 2-stroke engine.
Extremely hard to wake up. Like you gotta crank the thing a lot. But when she's up, that's it. She's up. Tula's endless summer. Smile. I'm like Billy's favorite.
Billy's favorite headlamp. So I hope you do projects in the dark where this can come in.
Lisa just won a thing. Lisa's here.
From last year. Like, the socializing. I love it. And I'm not a very social person, but I have really enjoyed meeting all of these people.
Yeah. And not just the YouTubers, just
right, all the people.
All the people, all the other cruisers, all the other people that are doing this stuff.
It has been so great. It's so much better than last year, our first year, because we were very green.
We were.
Didn't know why we were here or what we were doing. So fun. Thank you.
Yes, this has been such a cool experience. So all this rain has now caused a bit of flooding here in Annapolis.
The water is on the street from the ocean.
Yep. Bit of surge going on here. Yeah, so fun times in Annapolis. A bit of an ocean intrusion going on here. That was funny. The Weather Channel said coastal flooding warning. I'm like, oh, I'm from Oklahoma. That's not a thing I've ever seen before. But apparently, that's something you pay attention to. I guess up here.
I changed my
Is this
socks.
fun?
I changed my socks earlier because they were a little wet.
Yeah.
But now I've got to change them again.
How many pairs of socks did you bring?
Really wet. I brought 4 pairs.
4 pair of socks.
So wet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, little wet out here today.
Yeah, a little. That was a lake.
Yeah, there was a lake on the street. Well, we're back. We made the trek. It is totally flooding in Annapolis right now. So we're back here trying to dry off and warmed up and stuff. But yeah, we got socks laying everywhere.
Yeah,
wet
half an inch
feet.
of rain, and it is flooded. Everything was flooded. We were having to jump pools of water, crossing streets that we wouldn't normally. We'd go to the crosswalk, but
Crosswalk was
everything
underwater.
is so wet.
Yep. Kind of a mess, but hey, we're sticking it out. We're dedicated to the show. All right, we are here at the International Cruisers Awards ceremony. Getting ready to watch Parlay Revival host this event, where a whole lot of great YouTubers are going up for a bunch of different awards. And we're super excited about seeing who won all the different categories.
And then we had one last Patreon event to attend, Parlay Revival, but it was massive and just a little too massive to film. But then we had a fun Q&A session with some of the cruisers from the show.
Okay, what was the question, Nahoa?
Okay, we gotta watch. We
never watched the Hemisphere monohull or Northern Latitudes monohull, anything in the tropics cat. I think that's an easy one, and it's not just about temperature.
Yeah, that's a good question. 2 years ago, we were about to set sail across the Pacific, and we were in Panama. We had all of our provisions. We were ready. It was right before COVID, so maybe a bit longer. But we had everything ready to go, and we set sail across the...
David, you brought your 4 kids here, and I was not that brave.
I don't know what we did with our time before kids and when we were sailing. I mean, to back up, we used to be the civilization, see you later, and now it's we used to dive and kite and do all that stuff, and now it's just sail and change diapers and make videos.
We are at the Leopard owners party, I guess.
There's so many people here.
It's insane.
Like wall to wall, sardines.
But we're hanging out on the L42. And there's about a bajillion people here. Not just on the boats, but on the dock. It's a good time, but it sure is crowded. Pictures. All right, we're walking around the, I guess downtown, you call it, area of Annapolis here, and checking out all the pretty buildings, the pretty shops. I cannot get this thing to... It keeps coming up with tips. How to use the thing, how to use the gimbal. It's like, I can see you're having trouble. It's like, remember Clippy? Microsoft Clippy?
Yeah.
He's like, I can see you're trying to write a letter. Do you need help? I can see you're trying to be a vlogger. You don't seem to know how to operate the equipment. So yeah, the sun came back out and it was beautiful in Annapolis again. We decided to spend most of the day on the Leopard 42. Yet again, we were reminded of the advice from Keith Whitaker from Zatara. Before you buy a boat, sit on it until you get bored, and then you'll start noticing things. But this time, the longer we sat on the boat, the more comfortable we were with the decision that we'd made. You'll probably notice that, just like last time, Lisa and I are scrapping most of the boat tour here. This is 2 episodes in a row where we decided to dump a ton of great footage. Why? Because this boat is not our boat, and we want to save a full boat tour for the real Serenity. Okay, so what's next? Well, first, a clarification for those who might be interested. You cannot just go to a boat show and buy one of these vessels. You also can't just call up a dealer and buy one that's in stock, because they don't have stock, ever. Instead, what you buy is a production slot, sometimes way in the future, depending on the boat. In fact, if you wanted to buy the new Leopard 46 hybrid, the wait is over a year. And for some boats, we've seen as much as 3 years. The Leopard 42 production slot that we chose had suddenly and unexpectedly come available, and we were really excited about it. It was the Leopard 42 that was slotted to be in the boat, the St. Pete Boat Show and the Miami Boat Show, which came with a discount and some free add-ons that Leopard threw in because they like to have certain things on their featured boats. And getting a deal from Leopard is pretty rare. In fact, this whole experience was completely different from Fontaine Pajot. With Leopard, this time there were no free boat show tickets, no champagne or toasts, no VIP treatment. It was basically, oh, you want to buy one of our boats? Cool, awesome, we'll make one for you. No frills, no high pressure sales. In fact, we dealt directly with Leopard, whereas with most boats you go through a dealer, like with FP we did. Leopard is their dealer, their own dealer. They do it in-house. And I know this wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea, but everything about this was extremely comforting to us. Also, The Fontaine Pajot configuration call was over an hour long. It was full of upsells and add-ons and equipment that just wouldn't make any sense not to buy. Should have just been standard. With Leopard, it took like 10 minutes. What color do you want your bottom paint? What color do you want your cushions and sailbag? What kind of counters do you want? Do you want AIS on board? Do you want front cushions or not? An extra chart plotter? Do you want the big anchor or the huge anchor? Stuff like that. But anyway, back to what's next. This was in October of 2023. The St. Pete Boat Show was coming up in January of 2024, and the Miami Boat Show would be a month after that. And then we were scheduled to take Serenity from the boat show up the coast of Florida to Dania Beach for Leopard to clean it up from all of the shows, give her a proper shakedown, knock out any punch list items they had, and ultimately hand over the keys to us. That was the plan anyway. But for now, this was the end of the boat show, and it was time to go home. And wait. But not for too long. Or so we thought. So join us next time as we start asking the question, where the heck is Serenity?
Watching them slowly unwind the Tetris puzzle that this boat show is. Every couple of minutes we see another mast start shaking back and forth. You can see people are hopping on board. And then the next thing you know, it's taking off out of there. In fact, there goes another one right now. In a few hours, this place will be pretty well taken down. At the moment, it's Tent City.